Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be looking at the state of pharmacies in the U.S. We'll be talking about Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid, three of the giants in the game. Before we begin, we're now on buymeacoffee.com. So to support the channel, if you like the content, please head over to buymeacoffee.com/SamsonKing and make a donation to support the channel and the content. We really appreciate it. So, why Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid are closing thousands of drugstores across America? This is news coming out of New York. Walgreens said Thursday that it plans to close a significant number of its roughly 8,600 stores in the United States. Around 25% of Walgreens stores aren't profitable. 25%. And the chain will look to close stores that are right by one another or struggling to hold down theft, CEO Tim Wentworth said in an interview with the Wall Street Journal. In fact, if you go into a Walgreens today, everything's locked up. You need to get an associate in the store to open up products so you can actually purchase them. Walgreens and other retailers have been hit by shoplifting and resorted to locking up items or closing high-theft stores since the pandemic. But Walgreens' problems are much deeper, including competition and failed growth strategies. Walgreens admitted last year it cried too much over the business impact of shoplifting. The latest closures are part of a larger downturn, not just for Walgreens, but for other drugstore chains too, after years of expansion. Walgreens said in 2019 it would close 200 stores, and last year announced an additional 150 store closures. We are at a point where the current pharmacy model is not sustainable, Wentworth said. CVS, the largest U.S. chain, closed 244 stores between 2018 and 2020. In 2021, it announced plans to close 900 stores. And Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy last year and will close up to 500 stores. So, why is this happening? Let's follow the trends, the shifting trends. Drugstore chains are struggling because of falling reimbursement rates for prescription drugs, according to analysts who cover the industry. The majority of drugstore sales come from filling prescriptions, but their profits from that business have dropped in recent years because of lower reimbursement rates for prescription drugs and higher fees. The prices customers pay for drugs and the payments pharmacies receive are largely determined by pharmacy benefit managers, known as PBMs, which negotiate rebates from drug manufacturers to insurers. So PBMs have been cutting reimbursement rates to boost their own profits, said Elizabeth Anderson, an analyst at Evercore IRI. The pharmacy industry has complained that PBMs have too much control over the industry and can squeeze pharmacies. PBMs argue that they help keep drug prices down by negotiating with drug makers. If reimbursement rates start to come down and drugstores can't offset it with other growth, then it has a negative impact on their profitability, she said. At the same time, the rest of the store that's supposed to pad the profit margins aren't doing it so much anymore. Right, a lot of people are having their medication delivered also via apps and third parties. So gone are the days where you go to the pharmacy in store to pick up a prescription and, while you are in the store, you end up leaving with, paper towels or toilet paper, maybe some candy, and some other things that you weren't planning to buy but maybe saw while you were in line or walking through the aisles. The front end of drugstores, where they sell snacks and household staples, have become less profitable as shoppers buy more of these items online from Amazon and at big box chains such as Walmart and Costco. Both have grown in recent years. Dollar General's growth has also hurt drugstore chains in rural areas. The front end is suffering like other retailers, Anderson said. Walgreens, CVS, and other drug stores have moved into primary care to try to lure in shoppers, adding doctors' offices to hundreds of stores. Walgreens took a $5.2 billion stake in Village MD, a primary care network, in 2021. But Village MD has not been profitable for Walgreens, and Walgreens has tried to cut costs. It has been closing Village MD locations and said Thursday it will divest from the company. So, it's helping the company, but hurting the consumer. Walgreens' coming closures might help the company's bottom line, but they are likely to hurt access to health care. When pharmacies close, some patients have to travel farther to get the medications they need. Researchers find pharmacy closures lead to health risks such as older adults failing to take medication. The loss of a retail pharmacy can leave a void, especially for lower income households. Roughly 1 out of every 8 pharmacies closed between 2009 and 2015, which disproportionately affected independent pharmacies in low-income neighborhoods, according to a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, AMA. The study found that pharmacies at greater risk for closures are those with a large customer base on public insurance, which have lower reimbursement rates than private plans, as well as independent pharmacies. So, that's the update for today. We'll keep an eye on this as the story develops. Thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe and head to buymeacoffee.com/Samson King. I'll throw the link up in the description. Please support us there and we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.